We are here today with Honda's NT 1100, the new Tourer 1100. Today's video is just going to be a first impressions video. We just got it from Honda. I'm going to spend the whole week with it. I've been quite curious about this bike when it was finally announced last year sometime by towards the end of the year. Finally got it for testing. I know it's basically a cut down Africa Twin for road use, just for plain touring use, no off-road whatsoever. But I was really curious to see what the Japanese did with it. This model, what you're seeing right now, is basically standard apart from the projectors on the front. The dealer put those on, and the comfort seat, which means that it comes out of the factory with those side panniers. Not very big, but if we take a look inside, we need to open it with the key. You can do it as standard. It also comes with these liners, which are always very, very handy. I mean, this is all included in the price. If we take a look at the cockpit, that's what I'm gonna call it. It looks very much Africa Twin like. I mean, it looks identical to the Africa Twin. If you sit on top of it, you're not gonna know the difference. Apart from the big windscreen and the little wind deflectors over here, it's identical. It also comes as standard with cruise control, which is very highly appreciated. Well done, Honda, on that, because it's a Tourer. You're gonna need to use it. Suspension is a lot lower than on the Africa Twin. You've got 17-inch alloy wheels. It comes in 3 different colors. You've got this black one, you've got another white one, and I think you've got another gray one. I think a missed opportunity without the red one, but maybe it'll be a 2023 model, who knows. All LED lighting, of course. This windshield is adjustable up and down 5 different you need to do it with 2 hands, 5 different steps. Wind protection wings over here, and there's another little plastic bit here for your lower legs and for your shins, I take it. But enough talking, let's take it for a ride. I just want to do a bit of rural back roads of Romania first, see how the bike handles there, and then we'll do a bit of highways. We've got like 3 of those in the whole country, and one of them's next to me, which is good. The first thing that you notice when you get on it, and I think this is one of the most important factors, at least for me, when thinking about a bike, is the seating position. How comfortable is it? How comfortable are you on the actual bike? And this feels to me very natural. I haven't changed anything. I haven't played with the handlebars. Hello, fellow automatic rider. The seat height on the NT is 820 millimeters, and that's it. There's no changing that. There is a comfort seat option, which this one has installed. It is extremely plush right now, but I can't give any thoughts on it because I haven't ridden it enough. I'll include that in the full review after riding it for a week. But yeah, I mean, my arms are very relaxed. I'm not completely up straight. I am a little bit bent forward, but I don't foresee that being an issue. I'm pleasantly comfortable, so I wouldn't see any issues with long distance riding. There's a horse. You don't see that every day in other countries. This is the DCT model. Honda seems to be pushing that a lot, and I think most of the press bikes in Romania come with the DCT. I first got on it when I took the Africa Twin for a spin for, again, another week. It's very easy to get used to it. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's also got 4 different settings. We're in Sport 2 right now because you've got Drive, Sport 1, 2 and 3. I find Drive changes gears way too quickly, and you're doing 60 k's an hour and you're in 6th gear. It's not for me. Sport 2 is my absolute favorite, so I'm going to stick to that. I guess the big question is this an Africa Twin at the end of the day? Why would you go for the NT when you've got the Africa Twin? Well, let's go through some of its specs and see what has changed from the Africa Twin. Starting with the engine, it's identical. Yeah, the air intakes have been changed a little bit, and the exhaust has been also tuned differently. Those were the cops. But apart from that, it is identical to the Africa Twin on 102 horsepower. What really made me fall in love with this engine on the AT was The fact that if you didn't tell me how much horsepower it had, I would have guessed between 120 and 130. I have no idea how Honda does it, but it's got a lot more power than it should. The exhaust on the Africa Twin, that also had a very pleasant tone. This one is better, or I'm going crazy, I don't know which one, but I like that one. I absolutely love this one. Why not have a great sounding exhaust if you're going to be commuting, for example? I mean, why do you need a boring bike if you're driving to work every day and back every day? Let's have a bit of fun. That's what I'm saying. So, engine is great. Suspension, they did cut that quite a bit. You're now looking at 150 millimeters both on the front and the rear. Let's overtake this. Suspension, they did chop that down quite a bit. We're now looking at 150 millimeters both on the front and the rear. It is only preload adjustable. There are no options for electronic or anything like that. I haven't played with the adjustments at all, but at the moment I have no complaints. We'll see by the end of the week how the suspension actually handles, but I don't think we're gonna have any issues there. On the gearbox side, as I said, this one is the DCT. Some people like that, some people don't. You've also got little paddles here that you can manually change. It'll override the gear that the bike is in. On the manual version, there's also an option for the quick shifter, which is that's always great. So if you decide to go for the manual version, get the quick shifter as well. I think it's a lot more fun than actually fiddling with the clutch all the time. Electronics, quite a bit for a bike, and most of them come as standard. In Creature Comfort world, you get cruise control as standard. Very welcome to see that. I mean, it is a tourer at the end of the day. For long stretches of road, cruise control is very welcome. So like now we're doing 70, we're in 5th. I'm more comfortable with 4th, so we're going to switch to 4th. The setup in the front here is pretty much identical Africa Twin. You've got this big color TFT that also comes as standard with Apple CarPlay and Google Auto. Again, well done on that. It's not wireless yet. You still need a USB cable to plug in, but it's great nonetheless. 5 riding modes, 2 of which are user customizable, which is always good. And then your standard ABS and Honda's traction control for safety. Now, the Honda Africa Twin does come with an IMU. This one doesn't anymore. They've taken that out. So you're not getting any fancy cornering traction control or ABS. I must say, I've been on the bike for about an hour today, and I haven't had the need to actually move my butt left or right to readjust it. The seat is actually quite nice. It's the comfort seat, so it should be comfortable. Lights, all the lights all around the bike are LED as standard. The projectors don't come as standard, the ones that are mounted on this bike. I'm gonna go out later on tonight when it gets really dark and come back and tell you in the main review how good the lights actually do their job. Being a touring bike, you might be forced to ride at night, and you really need good lights then. Honda, again, as standard, they put a 12-volt socket there in case you might need to use a compressor to pump up your tires, and you've got a 5-volt USB one there for the Apple CarPlay and the Google Auto and charging your phone. What I don't see, and I really wish I would, is like a little glove compartment somewhere, because it's not a slim bike. Yeah, looking at 239 kilograms without the DCT and 249 with the DCT. So it's not, I mean, it's not a baby bike. It's a big engine touring bike. I would have loved to see a little holder somewhere, a little pocket for me to put my phone, because the point of having the CarPlay there, we're gonna see a train. There's a horse first, and then there's a train. But I think we have just missed it. Is there another one coming? Yeah, as I was saying, so the point of CarPlay, it's very welcome on a bike, and I'm glad to see it here. But the point of it is that I wouldn't have had to mount my phone on the handlebars anymore. I could just keep it in my pocket, or if it's wireless, or put it in a little cubby hole somewhere. But now if I have to mount it on the handlebars, it kind of makes CarPlay redundant because I've already got all those apps there. Still nice to use, but as I said, I would have loved to see a little cubby hole or something here. Alright, let's do a bit of city riding as well, a bit of urban environment. Depending where you live, I don't know what traffic there is like, but at least in Romania it's getting a lot worse. It's not out of the question that the NT could be your daily commuter, so let's see how easy it is to ride in the city. I've kept the gearbox in the S2 mode, the S2 setting, because in drive it just seems to... Hello? Because in drive it just changes gears way too quickly, and then everything becomes too vibey. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But S2 is my cup of tea, including in the city. But now we've got the panniers on, and we're gonna keep those on because I find them extremely useful if this is your daily commuting bike. I mean, you're going to work, you need to keep some stuff with you. You're coming back home, you're going to shops, you need to put some shopping in there. Those inner bags, well done for including those, Honda. Actually, well done for including the boxes and the inner bags at the same time. This is an extremely flickable bike. It's a heavy beast. This is not a light bike, yeah? I mean, we're looking at 239 kilograms, 249 with the DCT, so it's a heavy beast, but it's Honda balanced. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to put it. It's an extremely well balanced bike, which means that it's a breeze to ride through the city as well. The side panniers, they only stick out about the same as the handlebars, so if you can fit with your handlebars, you'll fit with the bags as well. So I mean, I really wouldn't take those off as well at all. I would keep them there all the time. They are locked. You can't open them without the key, so I don't see any reason why I would take those off. If you do ride it in an urban environment, I would actually suggest taking this down. You need, actually it's good that it's red, you need both hands to actually put it down. And there we go. If you're riding in the city, it's gonna get hotter, you're gonna need a lot more air, but this is indispensable on the highway. It did its job very well. Lots more air now, lots more airflow coming. Compared to the Africa Twin, let's stop here for a moment. Compared to the Africa Twin, the NT doesn't have split radiators. It's got one big huge one in the front, and I just want to check if again, for city riding, if you stop at a traffic light, if you get any heat anywhere on your legs, because that can be horrible when it's 40 degrees outside and you have to stay stuck in traffic. No, there's nothing. No hot air is blowing on my legs. I think we're gonna be fine for city riding. That sound is addictive. That's all I can tell you. Alright, let's do a bit of highway riding as well. See what all of this extra wind protection is about. Okay, we're already doing the legal speed limit here, 130. Again, I'm astounded by this engine. The acceleration is great. You're not going to get bored with it. It's not an old man's engine. It's very nicely tuned to be a fun engine. I'm not going to call it a sports engine. Yeah, in my books, the NT is not a sports tourer. In order for it to be sports, you would need 4 cylinders instead of 2. Those are a lot more fun. But it seems like it's shaped up to be a great tourer. We'll see by the end of the week. Yeah, so I am feeling a little bit of wind on my shoulders and a little bit on my, I would say, upper lower legs. So those little winglets there, the wind deflectors, are definitely doing a great job. The windshield as well, and the little plastic wings at the bottom seem to be doing something as well. But no, this is comfortable. I mean, you could definitely do long stretches of highway without getting tired. Alright, I think we're gonna end it off here for today. I'm gonna keep riding it for about another week, and then we'll do the proper main review then. If you've got any questions, the comment section below is the right place for you. Put them there. I'll answer you. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming one of our patrons to help us make more of these shows. Cheers. See you guys on the next one.